My name is Ray Henry. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Oh, well, right now I'm married and dating. I'm trying to get my life together. I have 4 children by 4 different women. Currently, right now, I'm involved with 3 different women. The issue with me is I'm going back and forth between women, and I'm tired of going back and forth. I want to be a one-woman man, trying to put my life in order and just stop being a womanizer. I can't focus on anything else because I have all these women in my head that I'm trying to make happy. I need some advice because my life is a shamble and I'm really desperate. I really need to get it together because I'm not getting any younger. I'm ready to do whatever Artie Roberts tells me to do. I'm ready to apply myself to that advice. Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's happening, Rick?
How are you?
Good to see you, bro.
Good to be seen.
Alright. So what's happening? What you going through today?
Oh, man. I'm going through a lot with these women, man. Trying to narrow it down, you know? Give me one good woman and right off into the sunset.
But you got 4 good women, Rick.
Yeah, I'm trying to roll them all up into one.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen?
Not gonna happen, Rick.
Kill that dream right there.
You ain't gotta kill a dream, but you're gonna have a lot of headaches. That's what you're gonna have.
Yeah. Lately, that's what I've been having, struggling.
So, you was telling me about your wife's situation, man. I mean, like, talk to me about that, man.
Together about 14 years, me and my wife.
Y'all came right out of high school type thing?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, y'all got 1 child together?
Actually, my wife, we have no children together.
Okay.
I have children with other women.
Okay.
It's been my life story.
Well,
I have 4 children by 4 different women.
Okay. What seems to be the problem now? I mean, y'all not getting along? I mean, what's happening?
The issue is right now is I can't have no freedom. She has no trust in me. Everything is an issue.
You saying she don't trust you past she can see you, right?
Right.
Okay.
We have a history together. I've done some things. She's done some things. But if we made an agreement to get back together, why can't she let that stuff go?
Here's the thing about that, Ray. Before we go any further, for those 10 years, man, you've been doing a lot of shit in them 10 years, right? I mean, it ain't like you had that one incident with her 10 years ago and you've been a good dude. Okay, I mean, you obviously not. You're gonna have 4 kids and not with your wife, for whatever reason that is. But so, I mean, how's she gonna really, ride with that right there?
Well, she's telling me she's gonna ride, but then when it's time for her to ride, she gets off the bus.
You really believe that shit? You must don't know shit about women. There, come on, dog. Any woman gonna say that to you? They gonna ride with something. She don't want to lose you. You know what I mean? Come on, you've been with her 14 years. She don't have no kids by you. That's got her insecure. You know that. Okay, and the fact you have kids with someone else automatically got her on edge, dog, because she thinks she's going to lose you no matter what because you won't have no kids with her. That's a bond that every woman needs to have, especially after 14 years. So, she's scared to death.
Well, I'm scared as well. This is why I keep another woman on the side just in case.
If she was doing that to you, like the way you've been giving it to her all this time, you think you can handle that?
Women need a reason to cheat.
So
men cheat for the wind blowing.
She got a reason to be suspicious of you, though. You keep saying, like, why is she on my back? Why is she doing this and that? Because over the course of that 10 years, it's been rough, though. Yeah, Ray's problem basically is that he has no trust in women. He could have 3 women, but none of them are good enough. He can't move past the fact that all of them makes 1 woman, okay? But he's basically not a good dude trying to be a good dude and want a woman to be a good person. Okay? He don't know enough about himself, really, to choose a woman yet. That's why he has 4 women, because he don't know enough about himself. If you knew about yourself, you would be able to eliminate some of those women because based on the fact of what you know you like and don't like. Feel me? And he always thinks someone else is going to come along better. So he's holding out. He's not making commitment to these women because someone else may come along better. He said, I'm looking for the perfect woman. That's unrealistic on some real talk. There's no perfect anybody. He ain't perfect. How an imperfect person come into trying to make a perfect situation? That's like 2 dysfunctional people trying to have a functional situation. Almost impossible.
I agree 100%. And that's my issue. So now that I have other women involved in this, and I feel like I need them to help better me, how do I do that without these women?
It starts with you. You feel me? You're looking outside of yourself to get fulfilled by these women, and it really starts with you. You got to identify, dog, what is you like, don't like, okay? And why are you doing what you do? Plus, dog, you're married. First of all, you can't move forward with any of these women, even though you are. You're moving forward and you're married. you can't promise them anything right now other than, good time or whatever. It ain't gonna work. You gotta start with your wife first. If you're gonna be with her or not. And I don't know why y'all still together. I'm trying to figure out, have y'all had that talk? Some real talk from you, bro. Have y'all had this talk, like maybe being apart or what's going on?
Well, we break up every now and again. We break up for months, weeks. I'll go away. We won't speak to each other for about a month, weeks of time. Then we'll speak to each other. After that time, it's like we miss each other so much that we just get back together.
And she's home doing nothing, and you home, you out doing what you do.
Right.
You can do all that because you know her.
I really don't think about it like that. If I could handle it, I mean, sometimes it bothers me, and sometimes I do think she's doing something. But other times I'm so caught up in my other life, in my other business, between cooking, comedy, these women, that I don't even have time to concentrate. If she's doing it, she's doing it.
But that's some real talk. But most women, she ain't doing shit.
I know, right.
Here's some real bullshit on our parts, dude.
Right.
You know she ain't doing shit, dog. For the most part, you might have caught her on a phone call. She might have slipped up in 14 years. Might have been some dude, but come on. That she should have been done all that, considering the fact of all the things that you put her through. I'm not trying to shit on you, but I'm saying it's reality here. Right. You gotta own some shit here.
Right. I understand that. I mean, I own it. I just don't believe it that much.
In all the years that you've been with your wife, you might have caught her on some shit once or twice out there.
Right.
I don't think it's even a felony offense. You've been a felony offender over and over and over and over. Okay, over and over and over. How would you feel on some real talk if some dude come into your wife's life right now and she wilding with him for real and dissing you? Dude, you tear up the town.
Probably
the cops gonna come.
Yeah.
But how so though? Here's the problem. You want to get to the solution. How you don't give a fuck about her then? You being selfish. Because you
think I don't give a fuck about her?
And this, you don't give a fuck enough to not hurt her in the way that you hurt her over and over and over again. You can let her go. If you're gonna do what you're doing, this shit could come down. You haven't let her go because you ain't ready to continue that commitment on that level. You ain't figured out what you need to do yet. And until you do, maybe you should free her. But you gonna keep her hostage right now, dog. You know she ain't going nowhere, and you gonna keep her there. That's not fair.
I feel like she needs me.
To do what? Make her feel bad on a regular basis when you leave the house, be scared or concerned you fucking somebody else because that's what you're doing?
It's not what I'm doing all the time.
Most of the time.
Some of the time.
Dude, that sounds crazy. I'll tell you a story right quick. It's a true story. I had a friend of mine call me up and tell me he wanted me to help him. Talking about his girl tripping. She busted the windows out of his car. She did all this stuff. He's going on. She crazy and whatnot. And at one point I said, something's wrong with this story. It don't smell right. Something's missing. I prodded him. What's going on? Come to find out, she caught him in bed with another woman. He left that out the equation. All he could focus on was she shouldn't have came to his house, walked in his door, and caught him with the girl.
Yeah.
But the reality is, she caught you. Feel me? The damage was still done. He justified it by saying she shouldn't have came. She shouldn't have walked in his house. That's what you're doing. You can't get better with that. You using that conveniently for yourself to continue to do what you want to do, bro.
Well, it's baby steps. I have to take my time to get to be a better person. I just can't jump out the window and be the best man.
And that's fair to say. But the fact is, you got to take some steps. First of all, why don't you talk to your wife and tell her the truth, dog? How you gonna move forward?
She might kill me.
But she gonna kill you anyway. Listen, dude, she gonna kill you because of the shit you putting her through one day. How much do you think she could take from you?
So why not just walk away then?
But that's what I'm discussing with you. I'm trying to tell you, your first step here is this, right? To have an honest discussion with your wife based on love. Listen, here's
Did I tell you she was abusive?
No, you didn't.
Oh yeah, she's abusive. So
how so?
Well, she throws things. She swings, and I can't hit her back. She's a woman. I don't hit women. I have to eat it and walk away.
How do you feel about her being abusive? How do you feel about that?
I hate it. What do you mean how I feel? I dislike it to the max.
Makes you feel real bad.
Yeah, because I'm a tough guy, but I can't put my hands on a woman. She's a woman. She can't really hurt me, but that one pop, that quick hand to the eye hurts me.
That's one of the reasons maybe why you need to have the discussion so it doesn't turn to that. But let me just say this to you. See what you just said now about how she's abusive to you and how you feel? Magnify that times 10. All the things you've done to her and think how she feel now. Real talk.
So you want me to go hypothetical on myself?
Possibly. That's real talk. I want you to put yourself in her place. That's all I want you to do. I don't want you to go hypothetical. I want you to go, how would I feel if I was in that situation?
That's difficult for me to put myself in that position.
Feeling wise.
Yeah, it's difficult because I don't deal with feelings too much. I deal with emotions.
I'll tell you what, you will deal with it. Right now, if you went home and found her, or you found that she was really talking to some dude and digging some dude, dog, really like trying to get out there with dude, you would have a lot of feelings involved, bro. A lot. You would be feeling a whole lot of shit. Okay, how did you feel when you caught her on maybe a number in her phone, or you said she'd done some things before in the past? How did you feel?
Honestly?
Real talk.
Once again, I got to go back to me being who I am and so much going on. For the moment, I was upset. After
let's talk about that part right there.
A hot minute though, maybe 5-10 minutes, because it's like, all right, whatever, I can move on. I can finally get away from her. But then that's where the issues come in. Oh, another issue comes in. She goes to somebody, I go to somebody. We're there 2-3 months. I call her. Hey, how you doing? You there? Everything all right? Yeah. What you doing? Nothing. Okay, let's meet up. And then we back together again. Now she cuts that person up. I put this person on the back burner. Now we rocking out again.
Okay, so let me ask
till
you,
it happens again.
So, what your biggest issue with your wife right now is that she don't trust you? Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm hearing from all I'm talking to.
Right.
She don't trust.
She don't trust me.
And you're upset because she don't trust you. You feel like maybe she should give you a break and start trusting you.
Right.
Right. Then why don't you dead all those chicks, man, and be a good dude to her for a while, and then if she's still acting that way, you can't get her to see how you really doing for real, then maybe move on. But you're not even giving her what she wanted over a 10-year period, my dude. All the woman wants from most dudes is just some monogamy or just for you to be with them. You're not even faking it, bro. Most of us fake it. We do some shit on the side, once in a while be bad. You just are like a felony offender, like it's right in the face. My point is, you serious about it, dead them other chicks. That she been riding with you 14 years. You've been riding with her 15 years. Y'all can't get away from each other. Every 3 months, y'all back together. Then why are you running to... My point is, it got to be more than she nagging you for you to keep running to these chicks. Got to be, bro. It's something else. Something else.
Something else with me or something else with her?
With you.
There's something else with her. She has...
Tell me about her. Let's talk about her.
She has her history. Like, she's been through a lot in her life. She has two sons with 2 guys that never took care of their children.
Right. Before you got with her?
All right. And she's her uncle abused us. A lot of things are going on in her life. So all that compounds with the stuff that I did. So I get the backlash for everybody, for her son's fathers, her 2 sons' fathers, for her uncle, for her mom leaving when she was little, her not knowing her dad. She has daddy issues.
She has abandonment issues at this point, and trust issues, because no one's really committed to her and she's been violated through relatives and stuff. My point is, do you think you helping that? You tell me she needs you. Why? You compounding that. With all that going on in her life, right? Tell me what could you do to help her with all that shit you just said? To help her.
Well, what I do now is I'm her backbone. I cook, I clean, I do things for her, like, other than sex, which is great between us, but like, she doesn't cook. She's not really
that's dope shit. That's good. But
I'll make her laugh.
Right. Now, with that said, you do all that. That's good times. You make her laugh.
Right.
You have a good time. You're doing all that. Okay. What's the disconnect? What goes wrong when you leave the house to go see your other chicks and she like, where you going?
No, when I go to the house to go anywhere, I don't leave the house to go see other chicks. Like, I go to the house to go to work. I go to the house to do comedy sometimes. I go to parties. I do security. I do a lot of different things out here in these streets. So I sell stuff. I'm at festivals. I do a lot of different things. I sell food.
And I respect that.
Sometimes, it was one issue we had where I was on the road with a comedian and we was going on the road places, and I had a girlfriend in Virginia. And she found out when I went to Virginia for the show that I stayed with a girlfriend in Virginia. So she found out about that.
Right.
So that was another issue. So the trust issues are my fault. However, men are going to be men in my eyes. Women have to handle that sometimes. It's my way or the highway. It's my stinking thinking, which is wrong.
It's bullshit. It's the bullshit.
Tomato. It's
that's
not wrong. Back in the day, men did what they did and women stayed and took care of the family and they didn't have a problem with it. But now these women are so independent they want their own rights and stuff. They give them the right to vote. Now they can do whatever they want. They can tell you what to do and shit.
Ray, you off the fucking meat rack, son. Right? That bullshit right there.
Pardon me.
See, that's the place you go. Listen, see, that's a dude you go to when you press. See how you just got pressed now? That was a real emotion. If you really want to help her and yourself, dog, and you think she's worth you investing, you maybe being y'all reconnecting and getting your relationship back on track, you gotta cut the side bitches loose first of all in the shady bullshit.
Can I just keep one?
Don't work, bro. Why don't you try doing it without? You never listen. You said something to me off camera, dog, that you ain't never been with just one chick. Okay,
right?
I get it. I've been that dude. Okay, I think a lot of dudes have been that dude. But I'm 58 years old. And it comes a time where that dude doesn't work for this situation, for what you want. You say you want a good woman, you want all this, but nigga, you a bad dude. You got to be a better dude. I'm not saying dude. I struggles with this kind of issues myself, dog.
Right.
Okay, I'm a constant work in progress. But I do know this situation. Either if you really want to invest in your wife, you got to cut all the chicks out and then see how your wife really act when she's secure and she's feeling comfortable and you really there for her. She ain't never had that, though. Everyone in her life done shitting on her. Okay? So if you the rock, if you cut all the side chicks off and actually invest in her, man, try 6 months of you not fucking around with other bitches and actually doing the right thing and really let her know I'm out here doing the right thing. Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough because she's still gonna go back once in a while like, you here, you ain't there, you somewhere else, you saying, but it's you to know you're not there and ride it out. Once you get her secure, dog, she do anything for you. I think that may be, your relationship may be something that has never been. That's the missing thing for you to have her the way you want. And you're the only man in her life that she counting on. Everyone shit on her and you shitting on her. Where's she got to go? Who's helping her out? Where's her safety or peace? Now, if it ain't worth you, here's some real talk. If it ain't worth that, you just said it ain't worth that, you got to let her go. You got to say, listen, I've got to let you go because I give enough about you. I still want you. I can still have you because I'm on the bullshit, but I have to let you go because I give that much about you, not be that selfish. And then you have to assess the women that you are messing with. Which one of them would be possibly what you're looking for? If none of them are what you're looking for, then you need to scrap them and sit with you for a while.
That's hard for me.
And I understand
being alone.
But that's obvious because that's an obvious situation, bro. You got a wife, 2, 3, 4, 5 jump offs at different times. And see, it's hard. But then maybe that's a lesson you got to learn. Maybe you got to cut her loose, be friends with her, sit down and sit with you for a while without all these other people around.